the Tennessee Titans.
The calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Titans, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that 2nd win in a row.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. They run with Henry on 1st down, but nothing much materializing as he'll get forward only for about a yard. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 20 carries, 127 yards, and a score.
How about the first month of the season for him? He leads the league in rushing, so you know his confidence is at an all-time high, which means his offensive line loves it too. They'll get more opportunities to run block for him.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Tannehill now to throw. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Jaguars go on offense 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense getting ready to begin this first drive, and at the helm, the #1 overall pick back in April, Trevor Lawrence, the rookie out of Clemson.
And I'll bet right now it's just one thought in his mind.
Win the game.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions,
no,
right?
2 touchdown passes last week.
2 touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. It'll be a gain of 6, and it's a 2nd down. Pretty good 1st down play. Keeps them ahead of schedule, as they say.
And ostensibly, they could go right back to it because there are multiple options on this play. Hand it inside, quarterback tucks it and keeps it, quarterback throws the ball downfield. You should be able to react to the defense and have an option available on every snap.
7 yards there and a 1st down. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Danico Autry is in on the stop. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Throw over the middle, pulled in here by Farrell. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 15-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Avery Jones making his presence felt on the sack. Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence under pressure, and they got to him again. Danico Autry in there to drop him. At sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
And Lambo will put this one through, and the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive, and they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like in the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'm trying to do better here. On 2nd and 11 now. Tannehill. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. So our two teams, the Jags and the Titans, CD, they've formed a pretty good rivalry here in the AFC South. It's been the Titans who have arguably, though, been the best team in the division of late. But these Jags, they have certainly made some big changes since these two teams last met.
And those changes you're talking about, brand new front office, brand new head coach, young quarterback, I think for sure they're on the right track. And to me, this division has a chance of being one of the more competitive ones over the next few years. There's no team right now that you would say is going to dominate in the foreseeable future.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. He completes it to Julio Jones. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. And, CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. Well, what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
McCann's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So they've put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On 2nd and 9, Lawrence. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Here's Lawrence to throw. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Lawrence to Jones, 1st down, Jacksonville. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And he's got his big tight end here. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 32-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. Well, this defense for the Titans, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Going for it all. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. That's sacked by the DN, Danico Autry.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
These two teams all tied after 1. The kick by Lambeau is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
The Titans on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw, Tannehill. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Lawrence will throw. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 10 more there and another 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And he'll bring this one inside the 35. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Running out of the gun with Etienne.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. His throw complete right side to the tight end, Parham.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Touchdown, Jaguars! DJ Chark, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Point after by Lambo, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're in a 13-3 hole here now as they come up on first down. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now it's Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running from the gun with Henry. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. A give to Henry. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
A first down carry for Henry. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Henry again on 2nd down. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers, he's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. Over the middle, complete. That's Jones. And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Ryan Tannehill, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Titans have made this a 1-score game.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
And here's Tucker McCann now for the PAT. And he puts it through there within 3. It's 13-10. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
A play fake for Robinson. Now Lawrence. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. From just shy of midfield, Lawrence firing quickly here, and that's complete. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They'll run on first down. It's Robinson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On the run, it's Robinson. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Danico Autry able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they're going to measure revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Open man right side is Shark. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. And Lambeau will put this one through. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Derrick Henry and the rest of the Titans offense about ready to roll again. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started.
Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Tannehill on first down. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pen. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
From the red zone now, Tannehill. He completes it to Henry. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. Tannehill. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. But it looked like the Titans were able to recover, and indeed they will keep possession of the ball. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. And did it get there? Yes. Boy, he didn't get much of that at all. He tucked it just between the crossbar and the left upright. And the lead is back down to 3 here at 16-13. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. We'll begin out in Houston. And the Patriots have the lead in the final stages before halftime. A touchdown run there for Sony Michel. From there, we'll head to Washington to check out the football team at home at FedEx Field. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting New Orleans Saints. Terry McLaurin, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities to check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Lions. Kirk Cousins has thrown a touchdown pass. Meanwhile, in our game, in the second half, for the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast teams of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. They begin the drive with Robinson. 3 yards there to begin the third quarter. They also lead by 3 points.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
This is Chenault on the receiving end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. From the shotgun, Lawrence throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jones. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. On first down, it's Robinson. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Here's Robinson again on second down. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll run on first down. Robinson.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 29-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Lawrence, now this is ETN on the draw. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Lawrence to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Lawrence to Chenault on the slant. And the Jags are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. 11 yards there, just like last play. They go play action with Lawrence. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Luke Farrell, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jags take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors. I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play. On first down, it's Tannehill. Quick slant to Brown. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. And now hang tight here. Following the play, still down on the ground, is A.J. Brown. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. On second down, here's Henry. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying. Derrick
Henry. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Tannehill. And that is incomplete. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They snap it to Tannehill. Oh, leaping, and he makes the grab. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Facing a fourth down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here comes Reynolds as they try the jet sweep. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. To throw is Tannehill. A slant to Jones. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the third quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll give Henry another shot. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
You're not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Call it no gain on the keeper. It's going to bring up a 4th down. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the third quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if he can drive the bus here again on this drive. From the 31, Lawrence. He's got his big tight end, Farrell, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. On first down, it's Robinson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
That's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And his guys are going to have the football back as the 3rd quarter comes to an end. Well, instead of 4th down after the incompletion, it'll be 1st down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
On 1st down, Lawrence. Caught on the right side by Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards for number 11. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. He'll find Jones again, complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down. Here's Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Marvin Jones, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of the credit, being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together in a good week of practice.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And the lead now up to 14. Cameron Batson now from his end zone. Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. From the 30 on 2nd down, Tannehill on the slant. He'll get it to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Tannehill. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
Now here's a throw. It's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Throwing again is Tannehill. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Titans on third down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards. In a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Here's Tannehill. The quick slant caught. And it's a Titans touchdown. A.J. Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This taken in at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Jaguars offense ready to set up shop here again. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st downs a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one, and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Lawrence. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down.
Bud Dupree was a 1st-round draft pick for the Pittsburgh Steelers and really blossoming his last few years there, teaming with T.J. Watt to create quite the duo. Dupree had 8 sacks in 2020 before hurting his knee in Week 12, 11.5 in 2019, and signed with Tennessee for 5 years and better than $82 million.
The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
So a change of possession here on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They begin with Henry. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but then may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now Tannehill. That's into the hands of Reynolds. Now it's 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. He dumps it off for Henry. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Get it. He's been busy today. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. 65 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries.
And we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. On 1st and 10, Tannehill looking deep for Julio. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the veteran Richard Sherman.
And Richard Sherman uses his veteran savvy to come up with an interception there, and he still has plenty of ability out on the corner. And he's the NFL's active leader in interceptions. Moved on from the Niners after 3 seasons, but thriving with a new ball club, and that veteran know-how comes into play one more time.
And now trotting back out with the rest of his offensive mates, the big tight end. All right, Charles Davis, what do we make of these numbers, and what's happened to the big tight end here?
Well, I think a lot of times we talk so much about adjustments and what you're going to do at halftime that maybe we miss what actually goes on. Because the sense is that, oh, they go into the half, they just change everything. That's not really true. A Super Bowl winning quarterback out of New York always used to say, you worked all week on a game plan. There's a reason you have it. Just either play it better or make subtle tweaks to it. Otherwise, there's no sense even going into a ball game. A lot of times that's what they do. Just find a little subtle thing, one little change, and maybe it can make things a little bit better.
From the 29, Lawrence. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent game. Lawrence going to get this to ETN. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. Here's Lawrence to throw. And that's complete to ETN out of the backfield. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. That one good for 37 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll run on 1st down. It's Robinson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2.
Again, it's Robinson. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
And he's got it.
And the Jaguars are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there. On 3rd and 2.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. And they take a knee.
He kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up 2nd down and a bit farther.
They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And he's across for a touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Point after by Lambo, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Cameron Batson now from his end zone. So now Tannehill and the Titans down by 15. 54 seconds to go. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. They were trying to go to Brown once again, and that'll bring up second down. Tannehill. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for one here and save the possible two-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for two here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for one here. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a two-point conversion. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. So with 40 seconds left, we'll see the onside kick. If they've ever needed one to go their way, it's now. And this is going to be recovered by the Jaguars. And that should just about do it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here, when they're taking a knee, is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathed a sigh of relief. Finally got a win. Needed one desperately.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one, they're thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Jaguars, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the Miami Dolphins.